What's going on? Today we're going to talk about personal growth, how you go up a level, not professional growth, but personal growth. There's 4 different things we're going to talk about. 1 is self-exploration. 2, investing in your desires and intentions. 3, getting out your comfort zone. And 4, reflection. So self-exploration is all about exploring the things that may get you happy, excited, interested, geeking out. You might see something on social media and it's more than a heart. It might be something that you're very intrigued by and you do more research. And self-exploration may look like going to take a class, going to learn more about this subject or topic that you're interested in. And through self-exploration, you just start growing more into that topic or hobby or the thing that you're interested in, and you start realizing this is something you really want to do. 2, investing in that intention or desire. So investments can look big or small. If, for example, you want to learn a language, it could be, the small investment can be going to study on Duolingo or a language app, and that's free, but it takes your time. Something else could be getting a tutor or taking a language course or traveling to a country to immerse yourself into the language. That is where you really invest your time into something that you desire, or your intention is something that you really like and enjoy. And 3, it's getting out your comfort zone. How do you get out your comfort zone? What does that look like? So if you're learning a language, it may be this. Hey, I'm going to talk to my friends, or I'm going to get on an app where this person wants to talk to me in French for 30 minutes, right? It's putting yourself out there, being okay with feeling uncomfortable. Because once you start feeling uncomfortable, then it leads to you being comfortable. And 4, it's reflection. Reflecting on how you felt. You set out to do something, and you might have divided and conquered. It might not have been you're fluent in the language, but you had your self-exploration, the intention to invest, or you're investing in your intention or desire. You stepped out your comfort zone and reflecting on that experience. It doesn't have to be something big, large, and long-term. It could be something very short-term. So it's reflecting on how that felt, that you were able to check the box, really do something that you really enjoyed or you decided to really take up. So something that I recently did was I just came back from the south of France because I've been studying French for the last 3.5 years. I've always wanted to be bilingual, probably from middle school. I have friends from different countries and they speak different languages, and I can read and write Spanish, but it's really hard to speak it. And so probably at the beginning of COVID, I decided to get a French tutor. And I would take lessons 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes twice a week. And if my schedule got really busy, it would be once a week. But what I would do to supplement that tutoring session, I would do Duolingo, I would watch television in French, I would listen to French music, I would still immerse myself into the French language. And so after a while, I said, what would be something that would be uncomfortable yet rewarding, because I have invested this time and money into learning this language. So I decided to book my trip to the south of France. And when I arrived, I forced myself to speak the language. And I was geeking out over the fact that I was doing better than I thought, to the point that these French-speaking people actually thought that French was my first language. And when they would start speaking French to me and I didn't understand, and I started speaking English, they were like, oh, I thought you spoke French fluently and that was your language. And I was like, no, I'm learning. And what was so dope about it is that I met so many great people that wanted to really help me with my French. So they would sit there if they were taking my order, or if I was in a store, they would sit there and they would not let me speak English. They would wait until I got my sentences ready for French. And for me, what that did was, as uncomfortable as I was, there were people in that space, in the spaces that I was in during vacation, that allowed me to feel comfortable enough to get my thoughts together to communicate in French. So as I reflect on my trip, I felt that I wanted to do that a little bit more often, almost every 3 months or every 2 to 6 months. So then I can become more fluent in French, and that it is no longer uncomfortable speaking that language, and that I can get to my goal and my desire of being fluent in another language. Because just that experience opened me up to a world that I wouldn't have experienced at all if I just was speaking English. So I want you to think about how you can go up a level and how you can grow personally by just thinking about something that you are really interested in that you haven't decided to explore yet. And then what is the time commitment, or what's the investment in that intention and desire? And how can you get out of your comfort zone and execute that intention and desire? And just reflect on your experience and how you can rinse and repeat and what you would do differently. So just think about that. Be well, be amazing, and most of all, be you.